Hello, my name is James and welcome to Mirror Domain's Movie News for September 18th, 2020. And on today's show, Scream 5 gets underway. There's some new Death on the Nile pictures we'll take a look at. Did Mulan break even? Or did it even make a profit? There's a report out saying that it did. And what are theaters doing now that there's going to be no new movies coming out? And I want to quickly weigh in on this Tik Tok ban that's going to happen over the weekend. But first up, let's talk about this Scream 5 news. And I'll just pull up the article here on the side. It appears to be from Arrow in the Head. No, that can't be true. Yes, it is. Okay, scrolling down. Basically, it's going to get underway this month, and that's good news. As you know, last couple days ago, I reported that Neve Campbell is back, Courtney Cox, David Arquette. They're going to be filming this in the by the end of the month. Wow, that's really good. As the tentative release date is January 14th, 2020. I say tentative because everything is getting pushed around. And the headline also says that Sonia Amar joins the cast. No, I have no idea who this person is. So scrolling down, it was nice of them to attach a nice little Instagram link of hers. And I guess that's Paris, hey guys? So, yeah, she looks, she looks like, she's got the attitude at least, sticking her tongue out like that. And, do I like this? Do I like it or not? I'll have to check out her Instagram. But talking about pictures, let's move on. Death in the Nile is coming out supposedly this year, and they released some photos of them on actually it's set photos. It's not set photos, it's actual photos. Okay. And that's cool because it's Gal Gadot, Kenneth Branagh, and Armie Hammer in Death on the Nile. That's still slated to come out October 23rd. Now, let's just take a quick look at these photos that were released on 20th Century Studios Twitter page. And as you can see, you know what, let's just blow these up a little bit. And there she is. Yep, I like that. Wait a minute, Armie Hammer's taller than her? Maybe he could have made a good Batman. Who knows? Anyway, this is part of that Poirot series that is in line with Murder on the Orient Express that we saw. It's the same inspector, but different case. I like the costume designs. It looks good. Oh yeah, there he is himself. There we go. I should have put that up first. He's got a cane. You gotta love that tash. He's got some work there. Looks like he's at the pyramids or something in Egypt. Death on the Nile. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense, right? Scrolling on, here's them on a boat. I like that smile. God, she's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This boat is reminiscent of something out of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Should I know who these cast members are? Maybe they're just extras. I can't see who these other two people are. And the last picture, okay, it's on the boat because it takes place on a boat. We see the piano here. I don't know who that is. This must be Leticia Wright. She's a singer in this movie, a piano player or something. Okay, I dig that. And there she is, the queen herself, Wonder Woman. I love her. Absolutely, I am in love with her. Oh, is that Russell Brand? Yes, we did see that he was in the cast. I like the set. I can't wait for this movie because, as I said, we're not getting a whole lot of new movies coming out. And Death on the Nile, I'm looking forward to it. Let's talk about what movies are going to be doing, though. What's happening now that there's going to be this lull? Because Wonder Woman is getting delayed. It was supposed to be out October 2nd. Now it's getting delayed. What are movie theaters doing? What's going on here? For the last couple of days, I just quickly saw that they've been releasing a lot of trailers out. Okay, well, if there's a lot of movies coming out then why aren't we getting theater listings? Some of them are mostly just on streaming services. But then I started watching some of these trailers, like here one for a rainy day. A rainy day in New York sets U.S. release date for October. And it's like, well, what's all this about? It was originally scheduled for July 2019. And in fact, when I watched the trailer for this with Timothée Chalamet, I did recognize the trailer, and I saw that people were saying, well, they did see that last year. What's going on here? Well, is this part of their strategy, releasing movies that had limited releases or releases that were just not all that noticed? Now with Chalamet coming out with Dune, do you want to try to capitalize on that? It's a Woody Allen film. You think his name doesn't carry as much weight as it used to? Is this the new strategy to try to fill up the theater because the big blockbusters are going to get pushed? I think that there's been writings on the wall now that Black Widow may get pushed, and it all makes sense, guys, because it's with Tenet barely making, it's going to be struggling to get back its production budget. It's not going to break even, probably. It's just very shocking. It's very shocking. And if they're releasing these older movies, is that the new strategy? Do I like that? Would I go back and see some of these in the theater? Yeah, I would. Like, there was a movie that came out called Synchronic that was actually out last year, but they're re-releasing or somehow getting a wider release now with Anthony Mackie that came out the other day. I would see that in the theater. I would totally see that in the theater. And if that's the new strategy to fill that space, that lull that we're going to get to these big blockbusters, then fine. Let's do that. I got no problem with that. Because movies do need to make their money back. Moving on, let's go on to this Mulan story over on Joe Blow. 9 million US Disney Plus subscribers paid for Mulan in its first 9 days. So, Mulan was slated for a theater release and then got pushed to the streaming service Disney Plus. And people were going to be saying, well, how can it possibly make its money back? Is this another strategy that the studios are, going to use to try to recoup some of their expenses? Well, hey, you know what? If Mulan had 9 million subscribers with $30 a pop, well, that does kind of make up for some of that lost revenue. Now, I'm not going to bore you too much here with the percentages and the numbers. If you want to read that article, just go over on lots of sites actually, Joe Blow, and they'll break down some of the math. Basically, they're coming out that that it made about 261 million worldwide on a budget of about 200 million or so. So it has probably, it's coming close to breaking even, I would say, because there's the marketing costs on top of the production, which is another 60 to 100 million. So maybe 40 million away from breaking even if these numbers are true. That's very, very compelling. Very compelling, because I didn't think many people would be paying that extra 30 bones to watch Mulan, especially now that all the controversy is out with the reviews and its poor reception in China, and the fact that you're going to get it free on Disney Plus anyway in a couple of months. Okay, well, maybe this model does kind of work. Maybe Tenet should have done this. That's very interesting. Would Mulan make 261 million in 9 days theatrically? Well, that's another thing. But this is something that you got to look into. What would happen now, though, if they decided to say, okay, for people who didn't or can't go out to the theater because of where they live, you're not allowed to. What if they said, okay, we're going to release Tenet on a streaming service now for $20? Would it then go out and make some more money back so the studios can get Tenet back to making its revenue, its break-even point? I think they should do that, and that's something that cohesively, between releasing older movies and getting movies out on streaming services, the studios can negotiate this gap where we're going to have in theaters where we're not going to get any big, huge blockbusters. All right, let's wrap up this day talking about this Tik Tok Ban. I'll pull up the Hollywood Reporter article here. The U.S. bans TikTok, citing WeChat, citing national security, and this is going to be going into effect on Sunday, guys. So I'm not from the U.S. This doesn't really affect me too much, and from what I read in the article, it's basically just going to ban people from downloading the app, I believe. So I think it's not going to affect you if you already have it. But I want to talk about it briefly because it is social media. And I'm involved with social media, Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, all of the stuff I use because I got to promote this channel. I want to make it grow. I got to invest in these kinds of things. Now, when it came to TikTok, I decided that I didn't want to pull the trigger on that one because, well, it was being reported that it was out of a foreign country, and this company in the foreign country was backed by the government of that country. So the government could at any time seize the data that you would be forking over to this app and doing whatever. And if that's the possibility of that, even if that was just a conspiracy theory or not, I didn't want to get involved with it. That, and it was only shorts. It was only like minute long videos. I can do that on YouTube. I can do 1 minute videos if that's what people are gravitating to. Because there is something called YouTube Shorts coming out soon, and I'm kind of curious if I can actually make that work, if I can somehow transform this into shorts, because that would be kind of cool. But I wanted to weigh in on this because it's going to affect some people who are on this train of the TikTok train, and I'm just sending out my, condolences, I think these kinds of things will eventually go away, just like the way Vine did, because the short videos, you can do that on the bigger platforms. Why do you need a new app to do short videos? It's just that for now, things like YouTube aren't promoting the short videos, and it's hard to get monetized. It's hard to be, part of that universe just now with these bigger platforms. But I see that YouTube is working on it, so that's why I wanted to quickly talk about this, and that's going to pretty much round out the day for September 18th in the realm of movie news, entertainment news. If you want to see these stories, look down in the comments below. You saw already that there's some timestamps for you guys. Let me know what you thought about some of these stuff and some of these titles, and I'll get back to you. Alright, that's it. YouTube is recommending a video for you to watch right there, and you can see my latest one just right here. My name is James, and you're watching Mirror Domains Movie News. If you've liked what you've seen, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe right there.